Mass Media. What's up, good people? Let's see if we got everybody in the shot. Oh yeah, we got everybody. Everybody. All right.
Everybody.
Let's see if this is actually working. Hello, good people. Let me see. Is anybody there? Anybody?
Check on the mic.
Anybody? We are here at work and we are going guerrilla style live from Stuart Morrison's house. Okay? And when I say live, we are truly live right now. And we are sitting in, what would you guys call it?
I have no idea.
No. Okay.
Oh, hey, hi.
If that may help us here. Okay, so at the moment, okay, there we go. Now sing. Groovy Movie. What's up? I'm just seeing if I can actually see this. We're doing this from Stuart Morrison's house. Actually, the site of, we've had so many things that have happened in here. I'll tell you what, y'all describe it.
From a busted water line.
To finding cast iron instead of PVC pipe.
Michael mashing his hand. So you guys weren't here when Michael, was putting away the
Michael mashed
chipper,
his hand.
and he was just like, I'm sick of this shit.
Busted water line.
That's exactly what happened.
Welcome to Texas, man. No, I tell you what, because Michael was like, I'm tired.
I
didn't get enough sleep.
I did hear him say to you once.
I haven't eaten.
I'm just asking you a question, because he asked you a question. Yeah. Listen, it's hot. It's hot. Everybody's working hard.
You know what's funny? Everybody's been talking about the Texas heat and how bad it is. Petey, she said to me, I apologize for the heat. It's unbearable.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest with you. I'll take 100 degrees in Texas and the low humidity over 95 degrees and 100% humidity in D.C. because the air is so heavy. And you are so wet. I can go outside right now, and I'm sweaty right now because we're inside here, and the air is not on in this, and we've got a hole. We literally have a hole right up here that's into the attic. So the attic heat is kind of rolling down on us. But I'll take that over this. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, I'll take this over what I have at home because it's bad at home.
Well, I'll take 110 degrees here over 105 degrees with the heat on the water because it's just...
Yeah.
Well, last night it was 102 and it was breezy. It was nice. It's not like that.
The most important part is staying consistent. Yeah, the shirts are awesome. Yeah, they got some too, but they've been rolling back and forth to the store. We found
I think I already went to Home Depot 4 times.
It was only 4?
I think it was 4.
I've got a video that I was taking with just showing all of the end of the day here, and I showed it to the guys here. And they were like, "Oh my God!
You guys gotta check this out." And it's real.
I think Stuart came in to the house. I was literally going through, looking at all of the stuff that we're working on, and so I could show you guys. And the patio door swung open, and I said, "Stuart," and then the door closed.
I think this one he was waiting for us to come back with the
Stewart's here
with the jackhammer, and he was getting impatient, and so he decided to do it.
Miss Hot Sauce Lola, what's up, Lola? As you can see, we're sweaty, we're dirty, but our hearts are full right now in here. And what's kind of cool is we're about from the Star about 10 miles.
Yeah, I've passed the Star 3 times already.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a hop and a skip north.
So it's north of here. Okay.
Yes.
We're actually staying in Arlington. For anybody who wants to know, we went past the stadium on the way here this morning. They're staying actually at Stuart's sister's house. We've got the RV parked in Arlington.
Where's she at again?
She's in Salina.
Salina.
Yeah. It's out by itself. It's very nice.
It's out in the country.
I thank them a lot. I mean, they're open their homes up to us is incredible.
Yeah, we got so many people and stuff. We've this is actually, we're sitting in the bathroom because we were trying to think. Last night when we got here, got finished working here, we all went back over to the campground I'm staying at, but it's about an hour away from them. And I was like, man, I really want to do the live stream with you guys. But you're going to go back over there, shower up, and get clean, and then pass out. Michael Fife, what's up, Michael? Cowboy Sports Report by Charles in Charge. What's up, Charles? How you doing? So we were sitting out at the campground outside. It was actually nice. Oh my God, it was nice.
But me and you
we were tired.
We didn't eat. Mike's hardly has any alcohol in it. We both drank.
I drank half of one again,
and I was feeling it. We were dehydrated. We had 2 hours sleep in 2 days. Driving.
Is Ridgeway going to start this year? He's probably not going to start, but I think he's going to actually play quite a bit. Because it'll depend on what defense they're in, whether they're in a 3-4 or 4-3, because they kind of have a hybrid defense. Some defenses will have 2 defensive ends, of course, and then you'll have 2 tackles. Other times they'll have the guys actually standing up as linebackers on the outside, like you have Micah Parsons, and then you'll have 3 down linemen, in which case John Ridgeway
would be. It's ultimately going to come down to, if it's 3rd and 1, Ridgeway's going to be in the game.
Yeah.
If it's 3rd and long, they're coming after the quarterback. Ridgeway won't be in there.
So, these guys took their vacation time to come down here. I've got my son, my son and his family, Gina and her daughter.
Gina.
And they took their time to come down here as well. I can't thank you guys enough for doing that and putting up with me, because they'll tell you they won't say it right now. They're gonna say Mark is a little.
You can only have one alpha in the room, and at home I'm the alpha. That would never work here. So let him run it, and we will fall in. This is his show, and we're here to help. So
his world, we're living in.
Yeah.
So Cowboy Sports Report, Charles in Charge. Are you in Dallas? So you do painting and drywall.
Where's Rock at? Is Rock in the house?
We got a little painting and drywall, and we need to get done in here. I'm just saying. You can definitely, if you want to do a live stream while you're mudding up the walls, we can do that.
Yeah, we got Rock coming with the smoker on Wednesday.
Well, somebody sent me a link, or said that Sam Williams said he's going to be playing some linebacker and wants to be like Micah Parsons. I think we all want to be like Micah Parsons.
He's got the speed.
I'm just telling you now, when I think of them together, that's going to be a new era in Cowboy football if he's anywhere near where Parsons is.
Yeah, next year if we get Clark back.
Listen, it's not about ability with Sam Williams. It's about his off the field. He's been nothing but a model citizen here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, bring it. Let's
He's
go.
been working on it.
Okay, let's back this up though. Remember last year this time people were talking about Micah Parsons and off-field issues, right?
I never talked about his off-field. But we were all skeptical.
Antonio, shout out to you on the super chat. Now, let me say, I will go ahead and get everybody's name stuff because the RV is parked at the campground and everything else. I'm here. The hopper's there. We didn't do a live stream last night, and we didn't do one on the road. So what I'll do is maybe tomorrow we'll be finished a little earlier. We'll do a live stream. I'll have the hopper and stuff here.
I think we'll be able to
giving away some
earlier,
stuff.
Mark.
James Snipe, tomorrow, the good thing is
I didn't hear my alarm this morning, so and that's not like me.
I didn't set an alarm. The sun started illuminating the window, and that's when I looked, and I was like, oh man, it's like 7:15.
I felt bad because we were up, but I figured Mark's probably there.
And I was like, I rolled over, and I was like, oh god, man, it's like we kind of overslept, and of course I got young people, so I got to try and get them up out of the bed and everything. And so then I saw a text from you saying, oh, we're headed out to Home Depot. I was like, yes, so that means we're not holding up progress.
But at the end of the day, we need to get ahead, and hopefully we can get out and do a couple things, see some stuff. But I'll tell you one thing, Mark. Look, this space now that we removed, I didn't see your videos. Did you show them what it looked like?
I've done some videos showing the whole
thing. So
thing.
You guys know that there was a monstrosity in the middle, and it was very unique.
This was crazy because there was 2 doors, so it was made to be a his and her bathroom. Mm-hmm. But instead of having, elongated countertop with the 2 sinks, it was this humongous cultured marble top. So it was a sink on this side, a sink on this side, and a mirror, 2-sided mirror in between. So if you hated your partner, at least you could, you didn't have to see him anymore.
It was almost like a pass-through that you would have at a restaurant where you're sliding food under. There was literally a gap.
Yes.
And it was freaking me out because I was
okay, here's
the
my
other.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like a prison cell where they got the little gap to put the food tray in.
But it's very interesting because there's a door, like a closet, actually a nice big walk-in closet here, and a closet there.
Yeah.
Literally. But I mean, this is a big space. When we're done,
Yeah,
she gonna like it.
Yeah, we'll have a shower. It'll be a 5-foot shower right there, and the vanity will be over here, oversized vanity. But Micah Parsons, they talked about his off-the-field issues, and he's a model citizen.
Yeah, no.
I tell you what, I'll give you
I think
a
he's
big
got
one.
mama living with him too, which is big.
You know, Von Miller had a lot of off-the-field issues early on in his career. Between weed and some domestic
and
violence.
And he's gonna wear a yellow jacket, so.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. So
you could book that.
I think it could be good. I don't know if you guys heard that tomorrow Dalton will be at practice.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
He's not going to miss out on that money.
Well, you know, but
Not
will he
again.
get that contract?
He'd be stupid.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
They're not going to give him.
I don't know that the okay. It's. I think if he doesn't show up for those 3 practices, it's like $100,000.
He's gonna be there.
But I think what he would lose of not being there, as far as being the quote unquote team player, I think that would actually hurt more.
I think he just wanted some attention brought
'Cause
to the
he'll lose-
light
he'll
that
lose
maybe
his
they
spot.
haven't reached out to him to even work on a new deal.
They're
So
not. I don't think they're going to sign him to a new deal. He's already signed the tag. They haven't even talked to his agent.
Kaepernick signed with the Raiders. Wow.
did he really? Is that
I did not know that.
is that
Wow.
confirmed?
Well, that's from James Snyder.
He tried.
I don't think he would BS me.
I didn't get that. I usually get the alerts, but I don't.
Look, Stephanie says we're looking rough. Your wife says, okay, Stephanie, we always look rough.
Make sure you
We're
have
men.
You've seen me
Eric
get
Waters,
home from
shout
work.
out.
I didn't get that, but I'll take his word.
Eric Weir says he lives down. Tell you what, email me at cowboysmark94gmail. Okay, all right. Eric Weir said I live down the street in Plano. Send me an address and direct message me, and I will help out with my labor. Email me cowboysmark94gmail. Okay. We could definitely use the here today with all the demo.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll be actually framing up the new wall and actually being up in the attic early to put the insulation. And we're actually going to have to run the wiring stuff in there as well. But yeah, just email me. Appreciate the super chats and stuff. So hopefully we'll get to see some of the sights and sounds. We got to go to Walmart because we don't have any RV toilet tissue. So I'm going to go to the Walmart over by AT&T tonight. So maybe the kids will like.
I saw it last night, real dark. I'm like, I thought I just saw it glowing, but they didn't have none of the lights on.
Right.
It was cool.
Well, mandatory minicamp started today.
I thought it was tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah,
Tuesday,
today's
Wednesday,
Monday.
Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You've lost track of days
I
already?
did.
It does feel like Tuesday, but that's why
It's hard to believe it was Saturday that we left. I mean, that was just a day.
I know. It feels like we left Friday and we took 2 days to get here.
It feels like we've been serving hard time in prison.
That's because, 2 near-death experiences is, almost right
Oh,
off
by the
road.
way, I hate to tell you,
What?
I threw you under the bus this morning.
Again?
Just kind of like those
Again?
the cones.
Yeah, I know. yeah, my wife texted me, LOL. She was dying, and my friend Colleen, she was like,
Lord,
Jesus.
you're getting close to the cone. Boom,
Cone.
boom.
Cone.
We had. I tell you what.
I was white knuckled. I'm like this, and there's a guardrail here, and the cones are inside the line, and we're going uphill, and it's windy.
And there's
And it's
tractor
like this
trailers.
cone,
There's tractor trailers on your ass that want to get
Yeah,
through.
it looked like Field of Dreams with a line of cars over behind me. It was the start. It was. It's
Grayson
funny
wants
now.
you to blow a kiss. Who's Grayson? Your son?
My grandson.
Oh, your
granddaughter.
Shout out
She's
to
in trouble.
Stephanie on the super chat.
You're dead.
Hi, Grace.
Somebody said
love
we
you.
said we
I
look.
love you.
Well, you know what? But here's what's crazy. If I were home right now, I would still be like, I'd be like wet t-shirt time. But it's actually dried up now. It stank. I mean, it seriously. I think I could literally just hang this outside for about 5 minutes and it would be dry and probably hard as a
That's why
rock.
I'm on this side.
But yeah, I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's why the Star Tours we can only do on Friday because you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, it's amazing.
I'm surprised that Jerry Jones doesn't have like a practice day, fee that said instead of the $55 that it's $155 because that'd be a way you can make some really extra money if you could go in and watch practice.
Yeah, well, Randy was telling me he had went to see the Star and he said that they tell you not to talk or interact with anybody.
Players or coaches.
Yeah. So it's getting more and more disappointing with these people. It's like,
say that again?
You're not allowed to talk or interact with anybody.
They tell you at the beginning.
You can't wait. You know how they have, like, you pass the booth where they do the talking Cowboys.
The break.
Yeah, the break.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do nothing, but he just tell them a quick story. Real quick.
In 2018, I was at the Star. I took the tour, and they tell you in the beginning, if you see any players or coaches, you're not allowed to wave or talk to them.
Even if they're eating their lunch that they had to pay for.
Correct.
Okay, so what if they talk to you?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
he opened his mouth.
In 2018, we were going through. Here comes Coach Clapp. He's coming through, and he says to us, "There'll be a test after the tour." And as he's going to go downstairs, and as he turns the corner, I said, "You bring that test." And he stopped, and he turned around, he came back to me, and he asked me 3 questions. One question was, why is there co-MVPs at one time? The other one was, how they became a team, because when you started NFL team, you got to have agreement on all the owners. Well, at that time, the Washington former Redskins did not want Cowboys to have a team. So they said no. Well, what happened was the man who worked for the so-called Redskins, he wrote their fight song. Well, he got fired. And so he went to the Cowboys owner and he said, listen, you want to become a team? I got something for you. I own the rights to the Redskins fighting song.
Down to the Redskins?
Yeah, and if you want it, I'll give it to you and you can negotiate. So they went to Redskins owner and said, look, you want your fight song? Vote yes for us to become a team.
Right, because that was Preston Marshall.
Correct.
See, Preston Marshall didn't want the Cowboys to be there because he owned the whole Southern market and stuff. So he didn't want the competition. Darlene, shout out to you. Are we good friends? Now, we're good people. Are we good friends?
We're great friends. We are family.
What's crazy? Okay, so here's what's crazy.
Even after the stuff.
Hold on. Here's what's crazy. Brian Green came to my tailgate last year. That was the first time I met him.
Did we really meet now?
Well, again, now, okay. Let me ask you this: what was different from that me doing the tailgate versus this?
Not much.
Going 1,000 miles an hour.
But I knew better to keep my distance.
Now, Randy, of course, was one of the first pieces that I actually made with my Inventables. A picture of him and his wife on there. Actually, I've got a couple of those, the samples when I was making them over and over again. Because here's the funny thing, I don't think Tracy's watching. So I did the first one of you guys, right?
Yes.
And my wife is really particular about everything being perfect. And so she said, no, that's not quite right. I can't remember what it was that she wanted. So I recut it. I think I did the reverse of it. And she was like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, okay. And also I had requested established the whole word. And Tracy cut it down to EST.
Yeah. And I've had several times when I've done pieces what the guy asked, and she said, well, he may have asked that, but no woman's going to want this. Or so I was like, okay. It's like, but I'm giving him what he asked for. So, but anyway, be that as it may, Tracy, love you. Randy got several pieces from me, and he sent us cookies. And you sent me cookies, or you sent cookies to Tracy. Right when I started doing keto again. I said,
I remember that.
I said, okay, forgive me, Dad, if you're watching. I said, look at this motherfucker sending cookies to my house here. Because it was bad enough because I already had Girl Scout cookies that were delivered. So, before I went on keto, the little Girl Scout, Mr. Can you support? Oh,
well, you can eat cookies now.
Well, and then Petey. James Snyder, how much did we raise for the fundraiser? I have not checked it today. We were at $9,500. Stuart's mom has for the last 16
what we're
years
doing to this bathroom alone
oh my God.
would far exceed that. So, kudos to people that are helping out.
Yeah, we couldn't do it without everybody's help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll see at the end everything that's been done here. It's going to be amazing.
You all have a part.
I have my brain is gone blank, but my man, did you send that video to him from the surplus place?
No, I am not. So,
Okay. We got to send that to him, but they were great. That we got a nice discount on the tile because we're putting ceramic tile in here, subway tile up in there. We got really nice vanity, marble top, and putting in a new toilet. I mean, I think when she comes in here, she's gonna be like, "Wow."
She was amazed when they were amazed, how fast we got it. Everything was removed. So
Yeah, I was honestly just planning on taking the toilet out, but I got to start a busting
What?
tile around it.
Antonio's. I haven't looked at it because I'm gonna be honest with you. From the time I got up, we drove here this morning. Somebody said it's up to $10,650.
well, thank God.
Thank you.
Well,
Mark's
okay.
spending
Guess
money
what?
left and right.
Then that means we definitely got the carpet in here, and we can get the kitchen because the kitchen lights. I hate those. Those are so.
There's probably going to be more stuff they're going to say, well, we got to get this. But right now, there's so much going on that it's
Somebody
literally
gave
watch out.
$1,000 today. Wow. I got to see who that is. We're going to be, wow, that's
Wow.
incredible.
That's-
I could guess, but we'll leave it.
Well, I don't know. I know Petey did originally put 1,000 in there. I know Tony put
Yeah, shout
at
out
least
to Petey.
500 in there
Yeah,
too.
she's
Shout out to Tony, because Tony's done a lot to really help us now. So I didn't realize it because I've only put up a couple of videos and they're all like.
I haven't seen a video since I've
yeah,
been
we
here.
ain't seen a video since we've been here.
And I normally like to.
Well, we're gonna get this thing finished. So Mark Torres is coming over Wednesday. And it's
Yeah,
gonna be
Mark,
real
I got your text. Sorry, I was in the middle of sweating.
I'm sorry, I didn't bring the deep fryer, buddy. I ain't got time to cook.
I think it's going to be taken care of, Mark. That a text that you sent me. We're not going to have to worry about that.
And Wednesday night is
But I'll let you know.
Wednesday night is actually the service for Stewart. That's gonna be sad.
That's gonna be rough. Yeah, Wednesday night.
That's gonna be sad. So I honestly I'm tired.
You're right. Your
But-
eyes are bloodshot. I don't know.
I'm sure I look, but my heart is full.
yeah.
When we met, when we got here, and got out there and hugged his mom, and I said I hope you know your mom now. And every time I talk to her.
I just put myself in her shoes.
Nancy
and
Lammy. I don't know
what
who
she's
Nancy
done-
Lammy is, but shout out to you. on
very
that one.
open about it. At first, she was a little
Alicia.
apprehensive, but she said, "I trust you guys," and that's tough to do.
When we first started going through, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, we can do this, because that was like the wallpaper, because I'm not with the fan. And she's like,
Yeah.
and so we
But
realized,
it was good that we didn't have to.
well, after what happened in here,
Yeah.
like, it was like kind of like, it'll be easier if we just re-drywall that.
Keep touching.
But yeah, we're gonna do that. So, but here's what I'm excited about is the fact that we got mini camper. So you're telling me that I can't talk to anybody?
They will. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying they're going to tell you that.
Okay.
You could have Dak Prescott be 2 feet from you,
Listen.
and they don't want you to say a word.
Well, I tell you what, if Dak Prescott's 2 feet from me,
You're gonna say something.
Dak will talk to me. Dak knows me.
Oh, yeah.
We gave him $5,500 for his.
My
That
name
was
is
a bad
on plaque
example.
in
That was a bad-
Dak's house. He gonna talk to me.
Yeah. So I think Dak would be okay. I think if he saw
If
me,
I see Zeke,
saw me
that's
and-
my boy. I'm gonna say something.
I
to Zeke.
forgot your connection with him. My bad.
And
But-
trust me, if I see Stephen Jones,
Nah,
hold it back, hold it back.
No.
sign Anthony
Security!
Marr. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
is he-
Sign Anthony.
No, like one
Marr.
person should say cat,
Vijay.
and the other somebody should
What's
say
up,
boy.
Vijay? How you doing? There's Gina Thorne. What's up? I'm sorry.
Gina Thorne.
I don't have my
Facebook
sound effects
buddies.
hooked up. Later, next time I'll bring everything and we'll set it up. But it was kind of like, here, there's so many things that happened today. Like I said, it was a rough day because we came in, we ripped out shower, we took out the bathtub. You guys, you weren't here when I?
No.
Oh no.
No.
The bathtub I have never seen before in my life. Okay, looking at the pictures of it, it's like a cultured marbled top, where it makes the turns. Like at the bottom is like 3 inches thick.
Yeah,
it's almost like it was molded.
So parts of that were like almost 6.
Yeah, the pieces
My
outside.
wife said, "Well, we should." My wife said we should have donated it. I'm like, nobody's gonna want this thing. Yeah. It's literally like somebody made a concrete bathtub. Yeah. So we just took the sledgehammer and just broke it and took it out in pieces and got it.
The vanity itself, where the sinks were, if you took it out in one piece, it'd be almost 500 pounds
easily. You know, I don't know how they got they must have built the house around it. I mean, literally. Yeah. They must have built the house around it.
They had to have done it when it was getting framed.
Mark, you would know this. Why is everything concrete? Is it because of the weather?
It's because, okay.
And the different areas of the country.
Think about it this way. There's so much land in Texas, it's easier just to pour a big slab.
Yep. Shout out to Texas, by the way. The roads are unbelievable. Last night, when we were driving back there, I mean, each lane is lit up.
I love what you said, tornadoes. But you notice, I mean, the house is all one level. Well, there's the little loft that's up there. But actually, for the most part, most of the houses are
I like the house. When I got here, I was impressed. I was like, I'm like, okay, there's a lot that needs to be done, but the layout of the house is nice.
It's 3 bedrooms.
I don't know how many bedrooms, but
I think that could be. Yeah.
You got 3,
and then 3.
Well, you're gonna have 3 bathrooms.
There is 3 bathrooms.
Yeah. Right.
And then you have a cool loft up there. Which
I didn't see that.
There's a whole pool table up there, so it's big.
Yeah, she said if anybody wants a pool table, wants to take it apart. Actually, I should say that anybody in Dallas who wants a pool table, okay, I can hook you up with one.
We were going to take it, but we were scared to bring it down because those are heavy.
Yeah.
Well, I think when you take it apart, it's got the slate that's in it.
It does. It's full slate. Yeah.
I mean, we got a lot of people here. We've got young people and all that.
Actually,
they got it up there. It's easier going down than going up.
Yeah.
I tell you, I have trouble with Corey at home trying to get something done, but when he's here around Mark, I ain't got nothing to worry about. That boy has busted his butt. All the young kids that are here have just done everything they can to try and help. I couldn't
I was worried about that because
we should take a picture of the trash pile so how big that is.
I mean, it's when it's when it's time to work, you work. But at home, I don't know what to do with myself.
Susan, we have another new lady in here. Shout out to all the ladies. Let's say, what's up? Cowboys will win the East again. I'm not going to say they're going to. I think they've got a good chance to.
Vegas agrees with you. So everybody else can talk all they want.
I agree.
Odds favorite out of the East is by a slight Dallas Cowboys over the Eagles.
The reason why? Every other team has trash at quarterback.
Well, Carson Wentz said he loves being in Washington. They're a great organization.
Yeah, he said that about Foles too.
It's all right. I'm allergic to that.
Did you throw up in your mouth or something?
A little bit.
And you got Jalen Hurts, man. With A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown said today that he was the best receiver that the Titans have ever had.
Yeah.
Really?
Now he's got Jalen Hurts.
Over Mason? I like Derek Mason. And then we're going back to the Super Bowl. We had, what was his name? Who was the Super Bowl receiver for the Titans? That came up a foot short. You remember McNair? I mean, that would have...
Filthy says A.J. Brown's going to have 1,200 receiving yards. So every pass that Hurts throw will go to A.J. Brown. That's not the only way he can get 1,200.
Actually, who said that?
The J, wasn't it?
No, it's Filthy.
Oh, no, Filthy said that, sorry.
I actually think the other receiver from Alabama is going to have a good year. He's got a lot of speed.
Former Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah.
Guys, it's the first quarter chill. After that, basketball isn't football. Oh, is there a game on tonight? The finals?
Yeah.
It was. The series was tied 2-2.
Nah, it was 2-2.
Oh, okay. Lola, Miss Hot Sauce. I'm so mad because I didn't bring hot sauce for the wings that I brought.
Yeah, you're offering wings are dry. I'm like, man, I don't eat nothing.
He was like, sorry, wings are cold. I don't care. Food's food. Let's go.
Well, you're 6'5", man. You're
young. You can eat anything. You know what I should have done? I should have brought the chips, the fried chips. We could have done the chip challenge while we're down here.
You said you were, but that's one of maybe 3 things we actually forgot. That's not bad when you go on a trip. Everybody knows you forget stuff. So.
Oh shit! Well, I'm gonna forget who I am by the time we get
It
finished.
only costs you money when you forget stuff.
No, you won't, because you got enough people to remind you who you are.
We just gotta make sure we take everything back that we aren't gonna use.
Yeah.
Filthy says Dak's gonna have 30 interceptions. Okay.
Yeah, that's just unrealistic, my man.
Wait, what? Have we?
Lead Commander,
Yeah.
Cowboys haven't repeated the NFC East division wins since back-to-back since 2006-2007. Yep.
Yeah, nobody
And Lead
has.
Commander, nobody has in the NFC East since the 2003-2004
Correct.
season.
And at the end of the day, I just want them in the playoffs. Obviously, you want to win, but I want to be rolling. You get hot at
Mark
the end of the
Hutton,
year.
shout out to Mark Hutton with Super Chat. Oh, Mark, everything's going good. I just wish I could click my heels and be back at the trailer.
Yeah,
the camper.
it's a hype.
Oh, that's funny. Eagle fans, remember picking Jeff and Metcalf in the draft? Wait, you got Reaper and was it Whiteside?
Oh, Whiteside, yeah. No. Okay, hold
I
on.
think it was
Let's
Whiteside.
back it up. Let's go ahead and get the whole picture here, because not only did they draft Whiteside, DK Metcalf was the very next pick by Seattle.
Yes.
Well, that's like when
Okay.
they didn't.
Now,
Well, that's
okay.
like when they
Let-
didn't
let
trade
me-
up for
let me-
CD.
Let me really throw some
Yeah, there
pain
you
at
go.
you guys.
You knew I was going there.
They drafted Rhaegar, and do you know who the very next pick was after that?
Justin Jefferson's
From
ass.
LSU.
Justin Jefferson.
Who's ass?
So you guys missed them by that much.
Hey, Philly, we love you.
Loyal
by the way.
Cowboys,
We
shout
love
out. James Nooks, what's up, man? I wish you were there with you guys. Awesome what you're doing.
You. Knox is close. Come on, bro.
You know what I was sitting there thinking, saying now this, and I've been
I thought he was close.
I've been up put this out in the universe, but I said to Tracy because we went this morning, and we're getting coffee and getting back in. I said, this would be a great show on television where
Yeah.
you just went around the country helping people out. And
Yeah.
she's like, they do have shows like that. So not
They
with
even
Joe
had it
Boo.
with your last name.
I
Remember
said,
Holmes?
Homes on Homes. I said,
Yeah.
not with Joe Boo they done.
You left your building in the hot RV, man.
No, I actually the RV's plugged in. I put the AC
Ah.
at 75, so it won't be
It won't be.
hot. I don't want it to be like steaming when we get there. We can turn it. Actually, I froze. I'll tell you one thing that works in there. When you have the air conditioning in there, it was cold as shit
That's
last
good.
night. I froze. I love it.
Oh yeah, it was cold when I left because I walked in.
Oh man, it felt good. It felt really good. So that was the only thing. Now the bed in there. Well,
A
Wow.
little tight.
no, the bed that me and Tracy on is a queen size bed, so which is what we have at home. The other beds, the sofa. I don't know how Gina and Michael slept on that one, but then
Yeah,
again,
there was going to be
but
no
then
room
again,
for
I
me.
guess when you're spooning, you don't need a whole lot of
You know,
space.
a lot of space.
And they didn't even use the one above the driver's seat.
What, me?
No.
Oh,
I'm just laughing. I'm reading chats and I'm
And
just.
the only reason why we're bringing up the Eagles is because we're replying to the Eagles.
Didn't the boys
Eagles
take
fan.
Taco or TJ Watt?
true.
Yes, you were right.
You are 100%
I hated
right.
it then,
Can't argue with that.
and I hated it now.
But
But you know what? We've had a lot more hits than misses. Okay?
Yeah.
No, you got to be on. You got to call out your sit. You're right.
Yeah. But didn't you guys miss out on him too?
But we got Dak in the fourth round, and you got Jalen
Wentz-
Hurts in the second,
And
and you traded your life away for
How
Hurts.
many picks you spent for Carson?
I mean, Wentz, yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good. But you're right. You're right. Nobody's perfect, and we do still have Stephen Jones.
Well, Rhaegar worked out for that. Oh wait,
no,
You mean regular?
Rhaegar.
I'm trying to trade him.
What's up? Hey, Brian Sokow. Hey, Brian, look, I hope you don't mind. My wife messed with your artwork, okay? And let me get a little closer, okay? She took Jobu's day job, and you see what she did here? This is a special edition. Wings for my man Stewart. What you think? Is it good? Is it okay? All right. But shout out to Brian Sokow because he does almost all of the artwork and stuff that I do. I see you, Philly D. Dak 1-3 in the playoffs. Yeah, Jacob, that's true. 1-3 in the playoffs. But until Matthew Stafford got to the Rams this year and actually had a team with him, what was his playoff record?
It's a team
Disaster.
game, my man. It's a team game.
And let me say this: Deshaun Watson. Although he can do some things that Dak Prescott can't do, like have 24 cases against him that have to be settled. You know what his playoff record is? What's his? Same thing as Dak's. Interesting. But Jerry is still there. Then they won't go anywhere but back home. Do we have a good kicker yet? Great shirt. Butch Cassidy. We actually, the guy we got is actually pretty good we'll find out when he plays.
Yeah, the Texas Tech kid.
Yeah.
We'll find out what he's like when he's got people chasing.
I like his attitude.
Oh, hold on. See, this is funny. But Jay says you're comparing Dak to Matthew Stafford. You mean Matthew Stafford, who was tied for the lead in interceptions this year? Matthew Stafford, who's on pace to have more pick sixes than anybody else in the NFL. It's kind of amazing that now all of a sudden there's revisionist history on Matthew Stafford being great. Matthew Stafford wasn't the reason they won that Super Bowl. Let's be clear here. If you're all of a sudden thinking that Matthew Stafford's a great quarterback, you don't know football.
Forcing the ball doesn't get you.
Aaron Donald won that Super Bowl.
Cooper Cup won that Super Bowl.
Forcing you the ball does not get you anywhere.
And that defense.
And the defense.
Defense definitely did.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they hadn't stopped them, that drive there and gave them the ball back.
You can't have it both ways. You can't.
Yeah. So, yes, I am comparing Matthew Stafford and Dak Prescott. I tell you what, Dak could have done what Matthew Stafford did with that team. I ain't going to lie to you. He could have done that.
That's why they need to do it. So maybe the people who keep bringing him up was why they're losing. It's ridiculous.
So here's the thing. Okay, so then in that case, is Trent Dilfer better than Dan Marino, Susan? She says Matt Stafford has more rings than Dak Prescott. Stupid. So does that make Trent Dilfer better than Dan Marino? Because that's your argument right there.
Yeah, that's the exact comparison.
Because that's what it is. Right?
Yep.
So Susan,
you
called me a dumbass.
How about Jim Kelly? This guy, he's lost 4 Super Bowls.
Lost, yeah. There you go.
And what's Dan Marino
Still
known
to the
for?
Cowboys.
What's he known for?
Who's
Choking.
So,
I love Dan Marino.
So wait a minute. Are we saying that a team is the difference in winning the Super Bowl? Because when you make a comment like Stafford won a Super Bowl his first year out of Detroit, so are we saying that a quarterback has to have a team to win? I think that's what you just said.
That is
Because if you're saying it's all about the quarterback, then he should have won him in Detroit, right? Can't have it both ways.
Yeah, he had Megatron.
I tell you what, the 2014 team, they also had, he jacked up Sean Lee when he was with Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Golden Tate.
Yeah.
Both of those guys were Pro Bowlers. Now here's what's crazy. That year in 2014 when they went to the playoffs, they lost to us. Stafford, having a Hall of Fame receiver, and Golden Tate only had 21 touchdown passes in that year. And they'll say, well, he never had a defense. Oh, hold up. He had 3 Pro Bowl players, including 2 All-Pros. He had Ndamukong Suh in there. He had my man who used to be a safety with Houston. I can't remember his name. I actually did a video with him. Damn.
I still remember when that happened.
And he had a all-pro linebacker. That team was actually a loaded team. Stafford wet the bed when he played us. I'm just saying. But that argument is to go to show you that having a team is a necessity to winning a Super Bowl. Because you can look and say, the Eagles with Carson Wentz were rolling. They were rolling with Nick Foles. Was it the quarterback or was it the team around them?
Football is a team sport.
Nice one, Mama.
The quarterback's gonna always get the glory. There's always gonna get the shame, unfortunately. But
Wait a minute. Gina, well, they're actually cooling off. So Gina's here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, this is funny. Okay.
Content's dropped off. She's too busy working.
I realize how the world is changing. I'm old, right? So we're driving here this morning, right? And my phone is blowing up.
Yeah.
And it's Gina sending me texts.
Oh, she was?
While we're driving. I'm like, Gina,
I'm right here.
you're 5 feet from me. Why don't you just tell me what's going on?
She wants you to be able to look at it and then...
Because then you can remember.
Yeah.
Hold it. Dallas has a team? Are you... Okay, so wait a minute. Wait. So we're saying the Cowboys actually have a team. So the year before when we had the 29th rated defense, that we had a team there?
Ooh.
And going into this past season, let's be clear here. How many people on our defense would you think anybody would have wanted? But before we found out what Michael Parsons was,
They were projected to be in the bottom half of the league defensively.
Yeah.
What happened with a bunch of new people and Michael Parsons being one of them is surprising to everybody.
They were.
No. But Jay, I want to call you something else that's kind of similar to Vijay. But see, this is what's so funny because he's like, no, we're comparing Dak and Stafford, not Marino. Stop using old heads. No, but it's the perfect comparison because Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl with one of the greatest defenses in the history of football. He was truly a bus driver. But if you're saying that Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott because he won, and the only criteria is he won a Super Bowl, then you are saying that Trent Dilfer is better than Dan Marino because Dan Marino didn't win one.
He's the head coach.
Whoa!
Colts,
Hold
right,
on.
right.
No, that was Buffalo.
Oh, that's right.
Who was the Giants?
Purge Squad! Good God Almighty!
Oh,
shout out to you on that Super
Jeff
Chat.
Hostetler, didn't he win a Super Bowl?
Yep.
A quarterback ain't nothing without an offensive line and
Finally.
receivers.
Bingo.
Thank you.
Finally,
Mark Hutton is the man.
as someone that played O-line, you ain't going nowhere unless you have one. You can't run the ball. You can't pass the ball. Because if you're letting backers in your D-line through, you ain't going to go nowhere. I played both sides of the ball. I did DN, and I was tight end. And when I wasn't tight end, I was guard. Was I not?
Oh, Hector, they don't rattle. Are you kidding me? You know what? It's funny because there's nothing any troll out there can do to me.
It's all
I
fun.
got all of these great guys right here. I got people that literally, sight unseen, don't really know me, said, you know what, I'll meet you in Texas. And we're going to go ahead and bust ass and work for
It's
free.
nothing but love, even for the
Okay.
haters.
You think that troll can do something? No, come on,
It's
man.
fine,
I
man.
enjoy putting them on blast myself. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure. I see the excuses for Stafford, just not Dak. There you go.
I mean, I will say this. It's wrong because we know that the offensive line played like ass. And I'm sorry to say, but the D end who left Randy Gregory jumping off sides all game. It wasn't Dak who lost us the game. I think if you're honest with yourself, you would say that he didn't lose that playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
But in his column is a loss. So we can't argue with you, but I think we want to use your football IQ. Should tell you something different.
Yeah. Oh, this isn't a touchscreen here.
You know he's.
I'll give Philly a little love. They did win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I was there. That's the sad thing. I was actually there when
Nick
they won.
Foles, he's still out, or no? Is he still out there?
No, but see, that's
You might pick him up.
okay. That's the perfect case of.
When Hurts chokes.
And I'm not going to say that the Eagles were a great team because the Eagles could run the football that year. They were a good, complete team.
And they got hot.
And they got
at
hot at the right time. But if you think there's revisionist history that Nick Foles was a great quarterback. You look at every place else Nick Foles has gone, he fell on his
They were
ass.
a wild card team. They got hot.
He
That's
fit,
all I want.
Nick,
You could have the division.
he fit their system perfectly.
As much as I want to win the division.
He signed with the Colts. That's the irony. Shout out to Mark Hutton again. Dan Quinn.
Oh, that's right. He did
is
sign
the
with the Colts.
defense.
Yep, you're right about that.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Heat. He's getting my brain. I knew that. He did sound the Colts.
Oh, Gina Thorne said bus drivers are awesome. I'm a retired school bus driver. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Well, Gina, you want to play for the Cowboys? Because basically that's all we need is a bus driver. Foles stepped it up. Dak didn't. Okay.
Huh?
Okay. All right, Filthy.
So Foles is better than Dak too. If that's where we're getting at.
Yeah.
It's obviously
True, right. So let's think about who. Let's see.
who's
So in that mind, then Nick Foles is better than Deshaun Watson, right?
well, obviously not. But in that
No,
person's mind-
That's rubbing my mouth
he won
again.
a Super
I
Bowl.
know.
So if the whole measure is
Here's a good way to look at it. You poll the 31 other GMs and ask them, and I think your answer will be 31-0. That they'll take Dak over Foles and Hurts and all. That's just the way it is.
Shout out to Philly.
And probably
What's up, man?
Stafford, based on his age.
Yeah.
Probably Stafford too. Stafford made
Cole?
some good throws, and I'm not going to say he did.
He does make some good throws, but he
that
also
last
makes
drive-
some bad ones too.
He
Where you
tries to
scratch
force
your
it.
head.
But you got to
How
think.
many turnovers was in that playoff game?
There was
that
a
he-
lot.
And you normally don't win those games.
He
gets-
Unless you have a dynamic defense that can
Right.
get you the ball back one more time.
Brian, Grayson thinks you're cute. Please blow a kiss for your granddaughter. She thinks you're cute on camera. Oh.
Love you, Grayson.
All right. Love you too, Grayson.
You know that was meant for you, right?
She's like, ah!
Who, me?
My niece is talking to you.
No, she said you.
What I
Brian,
say,
comma.
well-
Grayson thinks you're cute, comma.
Oh, I see.
When I say that the Deshaun Watson trade was a disaster, well, it depends on what happens with the NFL if they sit him.
He's going to get suspended.
Well, I don't know. He's not a Cowboy player, so he
If
may
you
not.
suspend Zeke for 10 games, Watson has to be suspended.
We all know
Well,
why.
it was 6 games for Zeke,
Yeah.
Right.
but that was the we got shit all over us for
Right.
that whole thing, and the NFL basically says we don't really want to be in this business.
But since then, they have given Goodell a new contract, and if you don't think for 1 minute that they said, "Here's $40 million a year," because that's what he's making.
Yeah.
Roger Goodell is making $40 million at that, and I don't know. That's probably going up. But that was year 1 of his new deal.
Mhm.
They probably said, "Let the legal system take care of it.
Mhm.
You're not going to be the judge and jury."
Well, that's
Zeke wasn't even charged with a crime.
yeah, and they tried. There was the police department, and then they went to the DA, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Sorry." And
she
then they did
dropped
a
it.
120-page report on it, and the NFL's investigator said there's nothing there, but you know what? We're going to suspend him for 6 games.
Yeah.
So, what
I
will
think
be?
because that makes more bang for your buck is nailing the Cowboys, and they,
If he does not settle those cases, and they actually go through 24 trials, that's ugly. That just,
the fact that Cleveland gave him guaranteed
Guaranteed money.
money.
Right.
Think about that, people.
And
You don't do that.
no.
A guy in his situation, and I think he's a good person, and I don't know him, but come on now, you got that kind of money. There's other ways to get what you need than do that. That is crazy. But
That's selling the farm.
Listen, if
And you
that's,
think Baker is going to walk back in that
oh no,
locker room?
that
He's done.
if they were smart, they would keep Baker away, because Baker's just the type of guy who come in and light him up and say, "Now what?"
Yeah.
mhm.
So you better get rid of him,
Yeah.
because that's now. Yeah, Deshaun's under a lot of
And,
pressure.
and if Watson does get suspended, like I think he will, they are going to be screwed for years. Cleveland.
Here's the okay, and I agree with you, Jacob, that 2 grand juries said there's not enough evidence to charge him. Yeah,
Criminally.
Criminally,
yeah.
we're talking criminal.
But here's the thing, though. In the last case that came through, when you start hearing those details, if you start going through
It makes me
24 cases,
It makes me
Right.
cringe, like some of the things I'm hearing. Just
right.
read
And
read
for-
some of the details.
for a
Marlon
civil
Green,
case,
shout out to
you don't
you.
have to have the proof you do for a criminal
No,
case.
you don't have to meet
They
the
can
standard.
go. They can convict him on a civil case based on substantial. What's the word I'm looking for?
circumstantial.
Circumstantial evidence. Period.
Same with Rico.
It's a shadow of a doubt rather than,
Right.
Mark Hutton's please. In the end, he won't be with the Browns. The thing is,
I don't
I
think
wonder
so
if they
either,
have
but-
an exit ramp for that contract, though.
How can you, Mark, with guaranteed money?
They can't.
And here's the thing
Well,
about
there might be some
Ethics
language.
clause.
Stipulation.
Yeah, there
but
might
they-
be some language
They,
clause.
they brought this up and they said if he is suspended and Baker's stuck there, they are screwed for years. It will tank them because they're stuck with that contract.
Give them credit for, listen, not to circle way back to Dallas, but they're shooting, their bullets. And if it works out, it could be huge. But it is a risky proposition.
Yeah.
All I
True.
want is Anthony Barr. And,
Okay, I'm going to answer. I want to actually, and I'll let you guys answer this.
Yeah, well,
Game Changer 16 says, how long you give Dak to make it happen? That means bringing your team to the NFC Championship game or a Super Bowl.
hey, game changer. I think it all comes down to how we lose. if we lose because Dak is throwing, throwing worm burners and
Bird burners.
then I'm with you. If we lose because he drops back and the defense is in his face and he can't even step up, he's rolling out, and come on, man, I think we need to be fair about that.
Because we had, if I have my math right, we had Romo, what, 13 years?
And am I wrong that at the end of the drive in the San Fran game,
Yeah,
he rolled out and threw a ball down the middle of the field that should have been caught?
yeah.
It should have been caught, and it
It's-
went through. Was it CD's hands?
Yeah, and as someone that played a receiving position, if you can touch that ball, you
should
can
be
catch
good.
it. If
So
you can
as
touch it,
ugly
you
as
can
that
catch it.
was, and I never thought they were in the game, at that point I looked at my son AJ and I said, "Holy shit, they're actually going to come back." And then all hell, it fell apart again. But it was
Yeah.
close.
They have to have Gallup.
Watson will only get 4 games. That's what they gave Big Ben.
I agree with that. I told Mark that. I said they'll give him 6, and the Union will come in.
It's too many
okay.
cases. I think he gets 10. If
They
not,
gave.
we'll see.
They gave.
It'll be down to 4.
Damn. Oh shit! He's in New
I know.
Orleans
Oh,
for grabbing the coochie and with the. Oh, sorry. Grabbing an Uber driver. They gave him 2 games for that.
And he's
Who,
got 24
Winston?
cases.
Jameis?
James Winston. Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I didn't hear
Watson
that.
has 24
Oh, okay.
cases on him. There's no way they give him less than 6.
Glad it wasn't Uber
Because
Eats.
at that point, they're looking at a PR problem.
Oh, it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
But-
As it's getting
okay.
closer, I'm getting more excited because I was disgusted.
But I'm just like, I don't understand though.
The hate.
No, I don't understand Watson. Watson he's a good-looking man. He's young.
Well,
He's rich.
He could get any woman he wants.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you have to go and
And-
find people and say, "Hey"? let's
There
do-"
are ways of buying it,
and if
high end. I'll leave it like that. You don't need to go to these quote unquote rub and tugs and throw money on the massage table because that's
And if you heard the stories that what he's done to him and testified to the complaints,
Mhm.
he's some kind of freak if that is true.
Yeah, I mean the details that came out on the last one. I mean, so I mean, and
why are they coming out?
and the
And
consistency.
what does that tell you? Because people want, you can't not suspend him. I
That's
agree.
a PR nightmare.
Well, and here's the thing you have to understand too. If you are a famous person,
But
people are gonna go after you.
look at Robert. But look at Robert
Okay.
Kraft.
He
He's
got
hot.
money.
And I get that.
Yeah.
I get that they're going to go, people want money. He's a whole profile player. He's a quarterback. He's got a lot of money. But a couple cases,
They
24
tell you.
cases is just.
They tell you when you first come in the NFL. Not a lot of these young players listen.
Yeah.
They tell you what to do with your money, where to stay away from. Sometimes you can't take your friends with you, unfortunately, because your friends always have handouts.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold on here. Here's where he loses the cases. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. But in my mind, here's the nail in the coffin of why you know something's wrong. The fact that the Houston Texans gave him a waiver to make sure we get. Why are you giving me a waiver?
To make sure what?
It's a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, okay.
The fact that the Houston Texans said, here's a non-disclosure agreement to get signed before you go through them. Okay, so what do you need a non-disclosure agreement for unless you're doing something that's
Shady as hell.
shady?
Right.
That's how you lose.
Yeah.
So they can put the Houston
Blood
Texans
don't
security
fit.
on,
He must
okay,
be quit.
why do you feel the need to give him a waiver to get a massage? Do you have to give him a waiver to go to McDonald's?
Number one,
Right?
unless, like if it was a team masseuse, I would never go and get another massage again because you're opening yourself up. I just think you'd be stupid. You got a team facility with massage therapist on hand if you need a little rub down.
And that was when
You
the
don't
team
need to go
leaving
to,
department. That was he.
The laundry
I
/
think his
massage.
happy ending is not going to be so happy in the final.
I don't think the happy ending is going to happen for Cleveland either.
No.
You know, but then you had remember Darren Sharper. That was crazy
That came
because
out of nowhere.
and you're like,
Well spoken.
NFL Network, You know, he had his own segment in there, the pick magnet.
That just goes to show you. So,
Well,
he was doing the old Bill Cosby.
Well,
He was drugging
him
him.
and his boys.
That's like a sadistic thing.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't get that, but
Yeah, but you know, if I'm looking, you know, I'm glad I'm not single because if I'm looking at saying Deshaun Watson has to do this to go ahead and get a woman, there ain't no hope for an old
Yeah, there
ass
ain't no
like
hope
me.
for
You know?
us.
There ain't no
But
hope
when
for us.
you're one of the most well known, you have all the money in the world, and your face is everywhere that you can get in anywhere.
Mhm.
There's no excuse.
Butch Cassidy, practices are tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, and he's supposed to be going. So that's what we have.
he's going. You know, I'm just curious because if he, like I was telling Randy earlier, if he comes out and he's catching a lot of balls, Dak's going to be in his corner for a new contract, and that'll be interesting. But if Dalton's going to, I think it would help the team if they did a long-term deal, maybe not have the guarantees as much. On paper, be like $12 million a year,
Yeah.
but with guarantees, maybe somewhere around the 10 mark.
Yeah.
That would be good, but just to see some of these tight ends are getting 14 and they don't even care to block, not even try. They can't block.
Susan,
I
I
don't
think
understand.
Susan, I think that Buffalo is a good pick on there because you think about the AFC West, they're going to be beating the hell out of each other. And, you know, there's some questionable things that are happening with New England right now. I'm still not sold on Tua, even though Tariq Hill said that basically, you know, that Tua is better than Pat Mahomes.
More accurate.
More accurate. It's like, oh, geez, okay.
He was in Alabama.
James Snyder. And everybody, let me say, everybody does super chat. When
Yeah.
I get back over to the RV, I'm writing your names down, putting you guys in the hopper.
The hopper is on the premises.
It is. It's just been, we really have gone nonstop.
Yeah, I think
So
tomorrow, I think I'll be hopefully caught up where I'm not a zombie, but I'm feeling better.
Well, for dinner, they brought back some pizza that we threw down. Had a couple.
That's a Siri.
Oh, shit. You know, I tell you what, man, that's some creepy shit. Because I don't even know how to turn mine on. But from time to time, all of a sudden, just start talking. It's like, so are you listening to me all the time?
We had to reprogram our Alexa because we have one upstairs and in the office. And every time we
I
say
can tell her to
Alexa,
call you.
we go,
Me and my pose. Okay, there's a couple reasons why I'm sitting here like this is because one,
You're
I
bloody.
got your saw. It jammed me over here, so it's like you got it cut. That's where they grabbed it. Two,
Tetanus
my
shot.
feet are literally numb, so I'm trying to set one up on the other one, so hopefully some blood will go back into it.
My feet were swollen when I got here. Now they went down. So.
Why did I tell you that? Oh, it was my fault because I jumped down on the floor there and I kicked up the saw and the blades. That's no big deal. I mean, look at his body. Okay.
That's the
Chick-
least of his
look,
words.
I'm gonna tell you. Now, see, maybe Deshaun Watson should learn this one. Chicks dig scars.
The chicks dig
it
the long
sucks
one.
that because I got one right on my
Mark,
mouth.
thank you for the super chat. You think Tyron Shit should be on the on account through the season so he doesn't wear out?
I like the idea, but let's see how our rookies look.
I will say, here's my thing.
I think if it's one of those deals where if he's nicked, pull him out. If we can afford that.
Yeah.
Training camp will tell
You
you.
know.
I'm sorry, but bye-bye. We're gonna be forgot it.
Yeah, here we go.
That if it ends up being that Tyron gets hurt for any significant time, and we end up moving Tyler Green over there, it's got to be the end for Tyron. I mean, honestly, we're getting to the point. You know, people used to think that I hated Tony Romo. You just hate Tony Romo. It's like no.
No, you get
But the
your
thing
heart
with Tony-
broke so many times.
His back,
Okay,
his shoulders,
But
collarbone.
here's the thing, and I know Romo fans
I
will
love
kill me on
Tony. He
this.
was an average body playing a game that is not for him.
Right.
And
I mean,
But
not
listen,
out.
there were three things late in Tony Romo's career would happen whenever he dropped back. Three things. One of three. One, he would end up buying time and making the most incredible
Unbelievable, yeah.
play that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. That one where J.J. Watt was literally just
Yeah.
tackling air. He rolls out and hits Terrence Williams for that touchdown. You say, holy shit, that's just incredible. That's one of the things that would happen. Two, you'd get a Tony Ono where you're like, oh shit, here we go. Just like when we played Denver, because I remember I was actually in Hawaii watching that. That was the craziest thing. That is truly great. If you're in Hawaii, you wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, you got a football game on. And so, and by I think 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, you're done watching football because the night game is over with. So you literally have all daylight that you watch football. But I remember sitting there watching that game, Denver versus the Cowboys, and that game was incredible, 51-49, and in the end, it was Tony Ono that killed us.
Yeah, he
And I mean,
touchdowns
and listen,
in that game.
the real loss was the defense could never stop them. But
Right.
be that as it may, in the end, Tony Romo threw that interception. And the third thing was, Tony Romo was going to get hit and he's not getting back up. And that really was how it was. You held your breath when
Like
Tony
when he
Romo was
made
back
that
there
great-
trying to buy
yeah.
some time. One of those three things is going to happen, and only one of them is good.
Just like when he made that great play in
Against the
Washington,
Rams.
in Washington to win the game, but sucks are, I think it was a punctured lung.
Right. Yep.
That cost him. But guy had heart, man. I give him credit for that.
But if you truly watch the first year Dak took the starting position,
Mm-hmm.
you could see there was, I can't remember what game it was, but Dak was gonna go get sacked and he rolled out of it just like Tony would.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's Tony's move. And it was just
But
textbook.
you know why I
perfect.
wanted them to stick with Dak? Yeah, because the guys love Tony, but they rallied behind Dak as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
He commanded a huddle, which is the hardest thing to do in any sport,
Oh,
is to command a huddle.
man, he's got a fan here. I think he got a super fan.
Just
Yeah,
one-
that's it.
I think he got a fan that might be throwing panties at him. Love you, Randy. Good to see you, bro. Bow, chicka bow, wow. Stephanie.
Hey, you're a new fan? We have to look up.
Yeah, there you go. Second Search Plus Rocks did. Butch. I tell you what, man. That place. I wish I had one at home. The selection that we had there. I mean, what was his name? Started with the B or D.
What?
The guy at Seconds and Surplus.
Brett.
Brett.
Brett. Okay. Yeah, they definitely hooked us up. Basically, you know what? This is gonna be a showroom for them.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we'll definitely give them a shout out. But yeah, that's some good stuff that we got from them. Romo hung in there and then threw that damn interception. Gina Thorne said, "Yeah, you're right." Well, anyway, it is actually 9:03, I guess, here in Dallas. 10:03 in my clock.
It's
and we
in
got
my
about-
body. It's 10:03.
Yeah, actually, it feels more like after midnight.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm turning into a gremlin.
Feels like
People
a
gotta
Butch
eat.
Cassidy says I'm a contractor here in Dallas. If I've had so many people that have reached out to help out. I don't know that we need a whole lot of help, except if we happen to have a drywall finisher, I'd say, hey, definitely come
Yeah,
on
somebody could, tape,
through.
sand.
Mud and tape and sand and do that stuff, prep it. That would be great. I see somebody that's ready to go. You ready to go? Well, we're finishing up, so I'll have everybody get what? Have everybody get ready. No, the bus is leaving in 10 minutes. Okay.
Plus hunger.
All right, so we're
I'm
getting,
hungry.
the troops are tired, so we're gonna get out of here. Let me say shout out to everybody. This isn't gonna be the last one that we have. We'll stop working sooner, and we'll make sure we feed Michael so he doesn't get hangry. Okay, I think he's turned into a gremlin right now, and I hope that Gina can soothe the savage
Give him
beast.
water.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know if you can feed Michael after
Oh,
midnight.
Lord. Okay, so you see me having a hard time getting up. I appreciate y'all. Goodbye. Peace.